In this video, we are looking at a part of personal development almost everybody skips: your mask and your shadow. Most people try to grow up by fixing their mindset through books and videos. Some try to wake up through meditation and other spiritual practices. But there's another piece we avoid because it's uncomfortable: cleaning up. That means looking at the parts of you you'd rather ignore or deny. Your shadow. Because if you don't face your shadow, it will run your life without you noticing. When I finally started working on my shadow and the mask I built around it, my whole life started to shift. And here's why. Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." If you never shine a light in your basement, whatever is living there will feed off your energy and fulfillment. And I'm sure no matter how much self-improvement you have done until now, there will be recurring challenges in your life. Never having enough money, always ending up with the wrong partner, repeated health struggles, family conflicts, and so on. And your shadow is the key to breaking those loops and to uncovering your hidden talents, to boost your creativity, to build your confidence, and to form lasting relationships. So what is the shadow? It's the part of you that you unconsciously hide because you learned that they are unacceptable. Maybe because your parents shamed you, because you weren't how they expected you to be, or through other dramatic or not so dramatic life experiences. You stuffed those parts away, but they live on in your shadow. And it's that inner shame that makes us repress those things in the first place. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be accepted. And your shadow is the you don't want to be because you know that one will not be loved. To be clear, your shadow isn't just things like, oh, I'm such a people pleaser, or I always give too much because I am so wounded. Shadow work is more intimate, the darker depth. It's those parts that want to hurt other people, that want to compete, look down on others, that want to manipulate, dominate. It's those things that you either want to keep private or you're not even aware that they exist. When you face your shadow head on, you will feel like a horrible person. And that is where the work begins. And don't think this work is just for a special chosen few. Everybody has a shadow. Whether you are always happy or you're high functioning and successful or you're numbing yourself. Whether you had a great childhood without any worries. Only babies are born without a shadow. But when they grow up, the shadow grows with them. And on a side note, a shadow is not negative or bad, it just is. And shadow work matters because every shadow part, no matter how dark, has a positive intent. Everything in your life right now has a part of you that loves it. But you might not be aware of that part within you that loves it because it's in the shadow. Think about it. Everything in your life that you hate has a part of you that loves it. The goal of shadow work is to uncover that positive intent, to reframe it from your adult perspective and to integrate it so that it no longer runs unconsciously your life, causing all kinds of trouble that you took for granted until now. What about meditation and stuff? Think about spiritual practices like meditation as one wing of personal development. Shadow work is the other. Many people go all in to mindfulness, meditation, yoga, and think they can rise above themselves. But if you ignore your shadow, it will continue to quietly sabotage you. You cannot awaken what you cannot see. And the hard truth is, you and you alone must face your shadow. At the end of the day, you must take radical responsibility for your own shadows. Those shadows are not the fault of your parents, culture, society, nor do they mean that you are weak or bad. They are just created by existing. You, however, are responsible to address them when they arise within you. In other words, you aren't responsible to what happened to you, nor to what happened in you as a result, but you are 100% responsible for doing the work to heal it. After all, who else is gonna do it? And unlike other forms of work, shadow work is not a job that gets done. Shadow work is a process without end, for it is in our nature to create more and more shadows as we grow and age. Our shadow is always present, yet it is hidden. Hidden where, though? Where do you find your shadow? Traditional methods suggest journaling or self-inquiry on shadow questions. But today I want to offer you a simpler and faster way in, inspired by Ken Wilber's 3-2-1 process and using the biggest ally of your shadow, the mask. Every one of us wears a mask. It's the persona we show to the world, the face we prepare to meet the faces we meet, as T.S. Eliot puts it. But the shadow beneath the mask is clever. It has learned to come out and to express itself through ways that are socially acceptable. Because the shadow wants to come out and control your life. And the mask wants to keep it hidden. So today we will use the mask to meet the shadow. Step 0 is identify your mask. The persona you show to the world. The shoulds, oughts, and musts. When do you do things that feel kind of inauthentic and icky? And I don't mean washing dirty dishes. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's being overly nice to your dad, or sucking it up for your boss, or pleasing your partner in some ways. Why? Why are you doing that? Maybe you're thinking, honestly, if I didn't had to, I wouldn't do it, but that's just how the world is, right? Or so the mask whispers in your ear. Here is my mask story. For over 20 years, I had the perfect 100% supporting girlfriend mask. My mask told me, you have to make him feel like the best man in the world. Anticipate his every wish. Fulfill his every need. Cook his favorite food. Watch his movies. Stop doubting him. Be ready when he wants intimacy. You don't feel like it? Suck it up. It's not like it hurts you and he will be happy afterwards. And your dream of living in Japan, you know that he hates it, so forget it. And then came a holiday in Japan. We stood at a coast in the prefecture Tottori, and there were 2 mythical rocks in the ocean symbolizing eternal love between man and woman. Marty, do you want to marry me? Yes! Wow, my mind is just blank. I don't know what to say or do. I must be in a positive shock. I can't seem to realize it just yet. This is supposed to be the happiest moment of my life, right? That night I had a kidney infection, and every evening for the rest of the holiday I was bleeding in the bathtub. Guess who said yes to the proposal? Not me, but my mask. And the reason I tell you this story is because we all have a very convincing, realistic mask. And that's totally normal. So pause this video and think about it. What is your mask? When do you wear it? With whom? In which situations? That is your starting point. And step 1 is face what is beneath the mask. Your mask is the way it is for a reason. So what is hiding beneath it? In this process, we will assume that deep in the shadow of that mask is the extreme opposite of what you show to the world. If your mask is people-pleasing, then beneath it is raw, arrogant, egoistic selfishness. If your mask is the stoic monk, then beneath it is an emotional mess, crying, shouting, throwing tantrums. It can be frightening or chaotic, but also wildly positive. But whatever you find down there, it should be emotionally charged. It should feel unacceptable, impossible even to be that kind of person. And now, picture it. A person, a fictional character, a monster, whatever comes to mind. See it in front of you and describe it in every detail. And important, use third-person pronouns. So she, he, it, they. This is your chance to explore it fully. Don't minimize and don't hold back. So as an example, what was my mask? When I realized I am not this 100% perfect girlfriend, I found her in the shadow. A woman who knows what she wants. She takes it. She won't be touched until she allows it. She's full of power and confidence, looking down on men, unapologetic. She is hyper-sexualized, independent, uninhibited. She's a hot bitch. Think Nicki Minaj or the German singer Katja Krasavice. She looks, speaks, and lives exactly how she wants. My mask screamed, and yours too. Oh my God, that's so wrong. No, cringe. But stay open. Don't suppress it. Breathe. This isn't who you are or who you're supposed to be, but there is something to uncover for us. Step 2, talk to it. Now that you have located your shadow, put it in a chair in front of you and speak with it. Important, switch from third person to second person. So you and yours. Ask questions with curiosity. Who or what are you? Where do you come from? What do you want from me? What do you need to tell me? What gift are you bringing to me? And then listen. Really listen. Let the shadow speak, even if it's embarrassing or frightening. As an example, for me, I first had to leave this 9-year relationship to just get a glimpse of my shadow because the mask was so strong. And therapy helped me to see where this mask and the shadow came from. The first man of my life, my biological father, disappeared when I was 2. By 5, my mother remarried a German man and we moved to Germany, a country where I spoke no language, no friends, no family. And I had an SA experience at 7, and my first boyfriend with 13 was much further in puberty than I was. That is how I learned to not only be submissive, but to give my everything, to fulfill the needs my partner didn't even know he had. Otherwise, the man will disappear. And rationally, I understood the origin of my mask and why the shadow was the way it is. But seeing her in front of me, I was shocked. That kind of woman exists in real life? And within me? Are you kidding? And then in that process, she told me stories I hadn't allowed myself to hear of female empowerment, of being a queen, a goddess, a vixen, a witch, of being revered, cared for, just for being a woman, receiving without giving, controlling her body, her pleasure, and her life. What does your shadow have to tell you? And step 3 is be it. After you have talked to your shadow for a while, it's time to switch chairs. Now you are the shadow. And important, use first-person pronouns. I, me, mine. Step fully into that perspective. See the world, including yourself, through the shadow's eyes. Think like it, feel it, embody it, just for this moment. For me, this looked like fully living that shadow, singing the lyrics of her songs, doing a dance tutorial to try twerking, calling myself a hot bit, doing everything my mask judged, shamed, and feared. But I did not censor myself. And step 4 is integrated. Now it's time to bring it home. Make a statement of identification. I am blank. Blank is me. Say it out loud. I am a hot bit. A hot bit is me. And feel it. Let it sink. You know that you are not your mask, and you know that you are not your shadow. But instead of hiding or suppressing it, you give yourself permission to own it, to integrate it. And the key is to look for the positive intent, for the gift of that shadow. That is what you want to integrate. For me, it was claiming my needs as a woman and as a partner, saying no, allowing myself to receive. Stop the overgiving, the mothering, the thinking for someone else. It was time to stop being ashamed of being a woman, but to celebrate it. As you see, shadow work isn't just some cute self-help practice. It is not, oh, just love every part of you. It's about confronting taboos. It's facing those parts of you that scare you, disgust you, or make you cringe. And learning to let them exist alongside your love, benevolence, your light. That is where freedom and courage come from. But here's the catch. You have to actually do it. Just watching this video and understanding it rationally, like from reading books, won't change anything. And your mask will convince you, this is the worst pain ever. This is so embarrassing. Don't do that. But that discomfort is tiny when you compare it to what happens when you ignore it. A life full of self-sabotage, self-attacking, and disappointing yourself. So stop sitting on the sidelines. Do the work. Let me know if you would like more videos on shadow work or on other topics. Post it in the comments below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.